Life is in stages, right? We want to look at stages of an external audit, what we should do first and what should follow after. And after that, we are going to basically look at some key terms which we must understand as it relates to auditing. Basically, that is, or those are the things we will be discussing in this episode on GJames Associate channel, Gbenga Olatunji FCA. Please subscribe to the channel. So as we continue now, stages. The first stage in an audit implementation is understanding of the entity and its environment. We call it know your customer, especially in the financial institutions circle. Understanding your entity or your clients, we need to know our clients. Even the scenario that may be created as audit and assurance students, we must understand the scenario created and always discuss based on the name or names of the clients or clients involved. So in understanding our client's entity, we must know part of those things we must know is when are they incorporated or whether they are incorporated or not. See a limited liability organization, is say a private or individual organization, and if they've complied with all those regulations, we want to know who their management team members are and their background, their education, and other things like that. The industry they are in, we want to understand it. Is it tech industry? Is it financial industry? Are they into beverages? Are they into... We want to answer all those questions, and we want to understand as far as both figurative and qualitative aspects of their works. That is, to the extent of not only limiting ourselves to the extent of the financials they are going to present to us for review, but also what is newspaper talking about them, what are their neighbors talking about them, what are the competitors talking about them, and generally what is internet saying about them. This is all about understanding or trying to understand our clients. Then after this stage, we need to assess the entity's risk. We need to assess the entity's risk, and in assessing the entity's risk, we are equally we are addressing our own risk exposure too. So is all together. When we are talking about risk, we are talking about the aspects of their work that we may need to concentrate more on, because not concentrating more on it actually may lead us to expression of wrong opinion, which we will not want to fall victim of as an audit firm. So we need to assess the entity's risk, and some risks are actually inherent in the business, in the nature of business they are into. Let's take for example, God forbid bad thing, but occasionally once in like 1,000 flights it do occur. For example, in the flight industry, airplane can crash land, aircraft can crash land. Of course, how many had crash land since, you understand? But that is a risk in hero industry. That is a risk, and of course they must have insurance as to that and the like. So we need to understand the peculiarity of our clients' nature of business, to understand their risk exposures and how they've mitigated it, how it can affect our audit planning and the like. So assessing entities risk, we cannot assess it better unless we discuss, have meetings with the top-notch officers, and equally some junior workers we must discuss with, because the truth is nobody has the monopoly of knowledge. There are some risks that the CEO may not know or had just a broad view of, but that teller or that uh, seemingly called junior worker may understand it at a deeper level and the like. So basically what I'm saying is in our assessing entities risk, we must relate with both the upper line of authority and middle and lower line of authority to gather our information. And in those assessments aspects, where there are so many other things we must do, like in gathering our, how do we gather our assessments and like, maybe by face-to-face discussion, by internal control, evaluation questionnaire implementation, and things like that. So all those must come in at this stage of external audit preparation. And having assessed our client's entities risk and understand or understood the entity's environment, then we need to plan our audit procedures. What are the procedures that we must work with to ensure good delivery, quality delivery of audit work, and the minimization of our own risk exposure in form of detection risk and the like? So planning audit procedure, which we must communicate to the audit team that we go on the field. We must document it too. We must develop our audit programs to actually work in line with the audit procedures that we have in mind. There are so many audit procedures which we are going to go into detail, but not in this video, so that it will not cause another deviation. And of course, as earlier been dealt with, all you need to do is search the audit playlist in form of skill audit playlist or advanced audit playlist. You are going to see them there as it regards planning audit procedure. There are like 2-3 videos that I had already made. Then after we had planned the procedure we want to follow, we must begin to do test of controls. We must do test of controls to know whether basically controls do exist or not, and if they do exist, are they working? How effective are they? And if they are not working, we need to flag them and perform more intensive procedure on them in form of substantive tests. And this actually is leading us to the next stage of an external audit. So the fifth stage of an external audit is about carrying out detailed tests, which we can call substantive tests. Substantive tests basically is to substantiate everything that we are being given in form of the financial statement and the like. We are digging deep into them bit by bit to understand their existence, whether they are accurately disclosed, whether they are completely disclosed, whether organization actually have obligation to pay that amount. Those are deeper level of substantiation which we must do, and this is the stage that we must do all those and many more. And after that, The last but not the least stage is to go back to the office and have an overview, overall review of the audit work done, evidence gathered in the field, and writing of our audit report. This is another skill level work that must be done by a higher level auditor in an accounting and audit firm. And this leads us to the final expression of our opinion as to the truthfulness and fairness of the financials presented to us and that will be presented to the shareholders. From GJames Associate Channel, Gbenga Olatunji FCA has been speaking. Before I quickly recap, don't forget to like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and in subscribing, click all. Ensure you click all so that you will not miss any other upload henceforth. And share to other people around you. And don't forget to like so that the algorithm of YouTube can spread it more to other users that need to hear about this good work from GJames Associates. Stages of an external audit in audit and assurance engagement. Basically, we can divide or summarize it into 6 parts. Know your customer, understanding your entity and the environment they are working in, assessing the entity's risk and our risk exposures too, and it leads us directly into how we are going to plan and the audit procedures we must follow and implement concerning their audit work, and the test of control that we are going to do, and how to substantiate that the control exists or the control is weak or the control is strong, and also help them to fighting where we see that they are lacking in control and the like. Then we have overall review of our audit working paper and issue out a report to the people that engaged us, especially the shareholders. From GJames Associate Gbenga Olatunji FCA, we are value to life, we are value to your businesses. Next, we shall be looking at key terms in audit and assurance or in auditing that you must actually understand to do well in this course.